Yo, YouTube, what up? What's the dealio? What's the dealio, man? We got what's the dealio? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? If you just hopping on, man, say what's up. Say what's up. Let me know you can hear me. All right. My bad. If you just hopping on, say what's up. Let me know you could hear me. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? It said that my thing was muted for a second, so I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. All right. Yeah. What up, y'all? What up? We got live tonight popping off. What I want to say is, hold on one second. What I want to say is I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody. I wanted to do this market mindset hour. All right, so I just want to talk about the market, what's going on in the market, where we at, where we could be going, and just different stuff, right? The economy and stuff like that, right? We had CPI today. We got PPI tomorrow. So yeah, y'all, like this video for me, all right? Be sure to like this video. What's up, Charlie? What's up, QTZ? Gerald, Shawtown G Money. What up? What's up, Black Rose? Yeah. So yeah, market mindset hour. Want to talk about that, and also just want to talk about the market. Maybe share different setups that I'm seeing. Today is Wednesday, right? So it's the middle of the week. So I really want to talk about how to finish off the week strong. How is everybody's trading week going? How is everybody's trading week going so far? We got 2 days left. This is the third day that just finished. So how is everybody's trading week going so far? And also, let me say, I appreciate all of y'all. I said it in the Discord today, but whoever's not in the Discord, I want to say I thank you for tapping into the YouTube channel. We just hit 100,000 views on the channel, so that's pretty big. So I appreciate everybody who's tapping in. Appreciate everybody who watches consistently, who be on these lives and all of that stuff. So I appreciate everybody for that. All right. So yeah, man. So look, we had CPI today. Let's go over the market. Let's see what happened in the market today. I wasn't a big fan of the market today, but we did have some moves. We did have some moves today. Now, let's talk about if we gonna go down or not. All right. Let's talk about if the market gonna come down or not, right? Gerald said, I'm on my own time, got my little strawberry smoothie today. Yeah, bro. Hey, you on your own time, man. Hey, look, before we get into this market stuff, I want to say, look, I made this video and I posted it earlier today talking about that, right? Like, you are not behind, okay? Oftentimes we get in this like this phase of life where like we think that we so behind everybody. Like no matter what your age is, no matter what your financial status is, like you're not behind, right? You're not behind because you're not on anybody else's time. The only time that you're behind is when you subject yourself to other people's timelines. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, listen, be on your time. And not everybody gonna like that you on your time. People actually, do you know that people get offended when you operate on your own timelines? People get offended when you operate on your own timelines because you're not doing what they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, be on your time for real. All right? Like you not behind. You're not behind in nobody's in your life or none of that. All right? Like real talk. So, so yeah. What up, Andres? I ain't seen you on a live. Yeah, if you just tuning in, man, like this video. All right, like this video for me. And yeah, let's just talk about the market, man. Are we gonna go up or are we gonna go down? Right? Now, here's what happened today. Um, the market had came down. I don't want to. It didn't crash, but it was like a quick little pop to the downside, and they said that nothing is about to change with the tariffs, right? Like some news came out saying nothing is about to change. So what happened was the market had popped to the downside for a minute, right? We had some selling pressure, and then after that, we had some stocks started to go up, and some stocks, came down a little bit more. So it's interesting to see what's going on with that. But let's look at the charts, man, and let's see what's about to happen in the market. All right. Best B, you said we got a double top on the on SPY. Let's look. Let's look at the SPY. All right. Let's look at the SPY real quick. All right. So this on a daily on the SPY. So you talking about this and this, right? So you talking about right here, and then you talking about right here, right? So this, it potentially could, but it doesn't look like a double top just yet. All right. It doesn't look like a double top just yet. Um, we could see it obviously come down, but it doesn't look like a double top just yet. Now it could start coming down like this. It could start coming down like this, and then it would be like a slanted double top, right? But it doesn't look like a double top just yet. But what I will say is right here, we got a higher high than right here, but this is a lower high right here. Okay, so we got a little bit of bearish divergence happening right there, right? So I personally think that I still think that we are gonna be coming down. Um, I think that we're gonna be coming down. We don't know when we're going to come down, but I definitely think that we're gonna be coming down. Um, whether it's sometime this month, next month, whatever, I think that we're gonna be coming down. Um, but this doesn't really look like a double top. But in about 3 weeks, we'll see if it was a double top or not, right? But based on this right here, we gonna be coming down just based off this right here and this right here, right? This structure right here. But then you see we got that gap right there, and then we also got that gap right there. So signs are pointing to the downside, but we're not coming down just yet, right? But we did have a bearish day today, right? We was down 0.2% today, which ain't really nothing. But if you look at the daily chart, right? Look at the daily chart real quick. This will happen. So the level we had is 601, right? This is 625, but the level that we broke above was 601, right? 601.01. So, or you could say 601.29, right? So we closed right here yesterday, right, at 602. And then we opened right here, and then we came down and we held, right? And then we just kind of chopped around, went up and down a little bit. And then, and you see this right here was a trap, right? Look, this is a trap that SPY trap people with. I guarantee you a lot of people lost money on this move right here because you got it broke above the orb. You got a dragonfly doji right here, and then it came right down, right? So a lot of people got into a lot of calls right here, right, thinking that it was about to go up. And I understand, right? That's a dragonfly doji. That's a bullish candle right there. But then it reversed and it came back to the downside because that's a gravestone doji right there. And then it came down, right? And then we went up, then we came down, and then we chopped around and we closed at 601.36, right? So when I'm looking at these charts, I'm looking at I'm looking at tomorrow. I think that we could open low and we could drop and maybe recover the rest of the day. Now, here's why I say that, right? Now, let's go look at Intel, all right? I was in Intel yesterday, okay? So I got in some puts literally right here, okay? I got in puts right here at $22, right? Came up, came down, came up, came down, blah, 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 right? So I got in after this candle right here yesterday, right? After this candle, got in right there. Now, this $22 level was a very, very strong level. As you can see, came down, came down, came down, came down. It did not break below this level right here, okay? But the next day, it opened below the level, and then look what happened. It came all the way down, all right? So from here, from $22 to $21, that was like off that dollar move right there, that was like an 80% trade, okay? Now, if you look at the SPY, same thing is happening, right? This was the level. Let's call it, we said 601, 2025, okay? So let's do it like this. We're going to make a level right here so y'all can see. All right, white, thicken it up. Boom, and then boom. All right, so look at this. This is a level, right? Now the SPY closed right here. If we open below it, I'm really thinking if we open below like 600, right? If we open below like $600, I think that SPY could definitely come down to like 596, right? That's if we open below it, right? That's why SPY is holding above 600 so much, right? Because look what happened. Came up, came down, right? Boom, 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 boom. Came up, came down. And it finally came up and it stayed, right? It got right here, it stayed. You see what I'm saying? So once it stayed right here, then it's been going up and down, right? Came up, came down, boom. So if we open below this $600 level right here, then I think we could come back down to like 597, 596, and that could potentially start the descent for SPY, right? Look at Palantir, same thing, right? It's just stuff I be seeing on the charts, right? Look at Palantir, right? So this level right here, right? You see this level right here? It's 136.23, right? So check it out. This level is an orb level, but look, above it, it was going up and down, right? Touched it once, bounced off, went to the upside, right? Came down, and then look, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7, 8 times. It just kept bouncing off this level and touching it, right? So if we open below, this level right here tomorrow, if we open below this level, then I think that Palantir is going to come down to around like 133. Yeah, right? To around like 133. Okay, 133, 134. Because we have no support right here, all right? And that's why it's fighting so hard to stay above here, because it doesn't want to come down to 134. It's only $2, but it doesn't want to come down there, right? It ain't going to go out without a fight. right? So that is same thing, right? So just showed you three of the same scenarios. Look at Robinhood, same thing, right? This level right here, 74.12. No, but this is the real level, 74.45, right? Look, it finally got above it. Boom, 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 boom. And then it came down, came back up. Boom, 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 right? If we could open above this level right here, then hood is going to go up. But if we open below it, I think that hood going to come down because it failed this level right here, right? And then it could come down to like 72, 72, 73, potentially around here, right? $72.29, right? So just paying attention to like these levels right here, um, I things are looking bearish, right? Things are looking bearish, but you know, obviously we got to see. But what I'm seeing is, I think that at least for a short period of time tomorrow, we're gonna come down, right? Um, isn't it about to hit resistance? Okay, we'll go to the weekly or the monthly. What's up, Adam? If y'all just tuning in, man, say what's up. All right, say what's up in the comments. Be sure to like this video. All right. So Angel, yeah, potentially they're about to hit resistance, right? Some stocks just broke through resistance. Like Palantir made another all-time high today, right? But like the SPY is nearing resistance. It's not at it yet, right? If it has a really strong day, let's say tomorrow, it could hit resistance, right? But it's not at resistance yet. And so the key is you want to really you want to be patient to see if it's going to go there. So does it bounce off of support, or does it lose support and it drops back down to the next range, right? That's kind of what you want to think about. But let's see something real quick. Let's see something real quick. So let's go to the weekly real quick on SPY. On the weekly time frame this week, SPY looking like it's rejecting, right? On the weekly, I definitely see a double top. On the weekly, I definitely see a double top. This right here is definitely a double top. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. We got this. And then we got this. All right. And then we got a mean middle right there. Okay. That's the neckline. But this right here is definitely a double top forming. Okay. Definitely. So the SPY could come up to 610, 611, which is all-time highs, right? And then it could start to reject off of there. And then we could see that thing really, really, really come down and fill these gaps right here. Okay? Because if you look, let's look at the monthly real quick. The monthly. Yeah, on the monthly, that looks like an M, right? Look, a M. Boom. Right? Boom. Boom. Right? And then all we need is for this to complete and then come like that. All right? So now is the time to get rich. Well, every day in the stock market is a time to get rich, but now is the time to get rich because all those plays that you just missed out on, you could ride them to the downside, right? And then when they come down, you could ride them back to the upside. Okay? So, dang, Reddit came down today, 15. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, this is definitely a double top right here. Definitely a double top right here. From what I'm seeing, oh yeah. between the weekly and the monthly, that's definitely a double top right there. All right. So we really most likely are going to come up to these all-time highs right here, and then we're going to have a crash, right? Now let's do this. Look at this. Y'all see this right here? Where we at? We at greed. We at greed right now, y'all. All right. So you already know what this means. Once we hit all-time highs, we might be at like 70. Okay, we might be at like 70. And then that 70 or that 72, it might coincide with us hitting all-time highs right there. Right? And then from there, we start making our descent. Y'all gonna see this right here start to go down. All right, y'all gonna see it start to go down. Right? But that definitely looks like a double top. Right? That definitely looks like a double top. It is, right, Gerald? Yeah, we gonna see. What's up, Joe? What up, Brandon? That sucker ate me up today because I left my PC without stop loss. Come on, Brandon. You know better, Brandon. Come on, B. Come on, McBride. Do not leave your computer without a stop loss, all right? For real. Check out XYZ. We was talking about swings in the options tab. All right, we could look at XYZ. I've been looking at it too. So with XYZ, I've been waiting on it to break a certain level and or have a pullback because I know I see what it's doing, right? So yeah, we'll look at XYZ. With CPI beating expectations, along with the positive trade announcement, with China not being enough of a catalyst for a future breakout, is telling. This is true. Okay? Check that out. You see what Ron said, right? Exactly. That's what I'll be looking at right there, right? When you got CPI, inflation was very very, very good, and stocks did not go crazy, right? Stocks did not go crazy. The whole stock market should have been green today. SPY actually had a losing day today, right? It was down 0.29% today, right? So think about this. If SPY had a losing day and we had good CPI, what does that mean? That means that, and there's good news about the tariffs, that means that investors ain't really worried about that. So what does this mean? What this means is gold and Bitcoin stocks are going to be going crazy. I'm telling y'all right now, gold and Bitcoin stocks are going to be going crazy. All right? Real talk. Because it's the alternative currencies where people could feel good about their money continuously growing. Right? So you want to hedge your money with those things. All right? If you're just tuning in, man, say what's up in the comments. Let me know where we at. We doing a market mindset hour, all right? It's the first episode. We just talking about the market, all right? This format is like we talking about the economy. We talking about, whatever we want to talk about when it comes to money and setups and stuff like that, all right? So market mindset hour, this is the first episode. And I just want to talk about stocks, you know what I'm saying? Stocks, asset classes, all that good stuff. All right. Yeah, gold is going crazy after hours, right? I almost got into a swing. I just was distracted, but let me see. Oh, yeah. Stocks are coming down in the after hours. Yeah, stocks are coming down in the after hours, but let's look. Yeah. Yeah, gold is up in the after hours for sure. All right. So So yeah. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Johnny? What's up, Q? So yeah. What's up, Kent? So yeah, mindset market hour, but let's look at XYZ. All right. Let's look at XYZ real quick. So so I personally think that the market is definitely due for a pullback. Okay. Let's look at XYZ real quick. This is on a weekly, right? So about to kind of like reject it before that 50 EMA right there. So on this week on my watch list, probably my personal one, but I was waiting for XYZ to break and close above 68.63. If it closed above 68.63, then I would get in a call and ride it up to 81, right? But on the daily time frame, I was waiting for XYZ to come back here, okay? At least right here to the 61 level, because look what it did, right? It came up, then it came down, and then it came up, right? Now, in its coming up, it never came down yet. So I wanted it to come down first, and then it could bounce, and then it could go to the upside, right? So I would have liked to enter into a swing around here, right? But it didn't come there yet. So I'm not getting into a swing. Now, if it closed above this level right here, above 67.09, right? You see here there's no resistance except like right there. And if it closed above there, it's really game time to go to the 81, right? And fill that gap right there. So I would wait for a pullback on XYZ because it still could come right down here to 59, and potentially it could come down to 51, and then it could go all the way back up to the upside. Okay, but yeah, I like XYZ on swings and day trades. It really does just depend. All right, it really does just depend. But um, me personally, I'm not bought on the upside yet. I feel like we are at like an inflated price, right? An inflated place in the market. All right, what's up, DB? Yeah, and look, y'all, if y'all want to hop on a call with me, click the link in the description in any of my videos. And I got 30-minute calls now. I got hour-long calls. We got back testing sessions. So if y'all want to like back test your trades for the week or something like that, then book a call with me. All right, and I'll get y'all right, and we'll record it and everything like that. All right, but what's up, Jeffrey? Do I think Apple is a good buy for today at 200 as an investment? Um, I would say, let me see where they at on the chart. I always like to look at the chart to tell me what I need to do. Um, I would say because it's under the 200 EMA, it's a good it's a good time. It's a good investment for the long term, right? Your outlook will want to be like 3 to 5 years. Now, I don't think that it's going to take 3 to 5 years to get back up here, but if you bought right here at 198 and then it went up to 250 in the next year, then that's a 25% return on your money in a year, right? Which is really good. So yeah, I think Apple is at a good level to buy. Under 200, Apple is definitely a good buy. Under 180, Apple is definitely a good buy, right? Definitely a good buy. All right. Whenever you got something under that 200 EMA, it's a great time to buy. All right. So yeah. What do I think about Tesla? Let me see. Tesla, I think is going to be coming up. Looking at the charts right here, it could come up to like 367. Um, There's no real resistance until like 355, but it also could come back down to 274. Man, Tesla's one of them stocks that like you kind of gotta get Tesla really, really low if you're investing, right? If you're investing. So you really want to get Tesla in like the low 200s or under 200 because its volatility is so crazy that if you get Tesla, let's say you buy in a Tesla at 280, right? Let's say you buy in a Tesla at 280. There's a possibility that it could go to 240 or 230. It's also a possibility it could go to like 360, but when you could get it like in the low 200s or the high hundreds, then you know it's only upside potential from there, right? So yeah, with Tesla, it's like, man, you got Elon Musk, and he's shown to just be like the stock is just crazy volatile. So if you want to trade it, you got to really understand your technicals. Um, and I haven't been a fan of like trading Tesla a lot. I would say probably over the last like 6 to 8 months. And the only reason is because I found a strategy that I didn't need to trade Tesla to make money. Because a lot of people think that they need to trade Tesla to make money and they end up getting cooked, right? So you don't have to trade Tesla to make money. All right, that's a myth in and of itself. All right, Hims is him. Hims is we made some money with Hims today, but yeah. So what they might do, they got that robo taxi event. Every time they have that robo taxi event, they disappoint, right? Tesla is a stock that if you buy in, you're gonna have a 5 to 10 year outlook, right? So they could run up to the robo taxi event and then they could drop, right? Because Tesla is known to disappoint on deliveries and also their robo taxi events. Like they haven't had a robo taxi event and the stock went crazy. I have not seen them have one of those events yet and the stock went crazy. Now what I have seen is Tesla has gone crazy leading up to the event and then the stock starts to drop. Right? So yeah. So for Hims, what up, William? Yeah, for Hims, it got that cup and handle. It had a nice day today. It broke above 57. So if we could hold above 57, then we coming right back up to that 66. All right, we coming right back up to that 66. We got to get above 58.89 first. But yeah, like on Hims. Now with Hims, here's the thing, right? Hims is like in the medical space, right? But they're not in the S&P yet, right? So you gotta pay attention to stocks that you're trading that's not in the S&P 500. So if the SPY is dropping like crazy, these type of stocks may not, but market sentiment will make them drop. You see what I'm saying? But they may not drop as much. Like I've been seeing like with Robinhood, because it's not in the S&P 500, it will be in a few months, but because it's not in the S&P 500 right now, I think that Robinhood, whenever stocks was going crazy, like down, Robinhood was still like staying strong, right? So stocks that are not inside of the S&P aren't as susceptible to like it coming down with the market, right? So that's just something to think about. But yeah, I think Hims is strong. I think Hims is strong. But we just got to see what happens with the actual market, y'all. I think that's the biggest thing, right? Like we got to see and understand what's happening with the actual market. You feel what I'm saying? If you're watching this video, man, be sure to like it, right? We just got the market mindset hour. We just chopping it up about stocks, about the market, things to think about, you know what I'm saying, in your investing journey, in your trading journey. All right. If you're watching this and you're not, be sure to join us trading too. You can either join us trading in the Discord, right? You could get a 7-day free trial, or you could book a call, right? And I'll break everything down for you. If you beginner or if you already experienced, all right, it don't even really matter. Joe said I made a few bucks on them today. I noticed they didn't move with the SPY. Exactly, right? They don't move with the SPY, so that's just something to think about. You know what I'm saying? It's just something to think about. So, but I like hymns. The only thing I don't like sometimes is their spreads a little bit, right? Because if you look at hymns, let's see real quick. If you look at hymns right here, check them out, right? If you look at hymns, their spreads. So these are not bad spreads, right? Like 4 cents, 7 cents ain't bad, but like sometimes I'll get into like this one right here, this put right here, 185 to 201. That's almost 20 cents right there, right? So you need the move to be a little bit more explosive for it to make sense for you. When the spread is like 4 cents, that's cool. I'm okay with that. But when the spread is a little bit wider like this, or like this one, this is 20 cents right here, that's when I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But I think hymns could definitely have it's probably gonna have a green day tomorrow, because if you look at the open interest, look at the open interest right here, right? We got 700, 1,000, 289 puts. But on this side, we got 6,500, 1,900, 9,400 calls being bought in. We got thousands of calls being bought in all the way up to 65 strike price. And we even got a lot at the $70 strike price, right? So a lot of people think that hymns is going to be going to the upside. A lot more than the downside, right? Yeah, we got some right here, okay? But we have a lot right here to the upside, right? And so when you look at the charts and you understand what's going on, you could be like, okay, so they were right here. They came all the way up to 66, 67, and then they rejected and they came down. Now they're just slowly starting to retrace back to the upside. You see what I'm saying? They just starting to retrace back up to the upside. So this is just a whole bunch of consolidation right here. So once we kind of get away from all of this right here, hymns is going to be on the move, and we're going to hit at least 61 for sure. I think by the end of the week, maybe even tomorrow, we can see 61 bucks with hymns. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey said, what's the difference between placing a call and a put on bid versus ask? Basically, you want to get into a trade on a bid, because that's the cheapest price you're gonna get it for. If you get in that ask, you probably gonna be down on your trade, right? You want to sell at the ask and you want to buy at the bid. All right. So, yeah, y'all. Yeah. So yeah, man. So me personally, I think that we're going to be I think that we're going to be I like the SPYs chart right there. The SPYs chart on the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame. We do have that double top right there. So that double top will definitely, I think, it's gonna come into play. But I think we gonna hit those all time highs. Cause on the SPY we're only like what, $9 away. We're only $9 away from all time highs. That's less than 1%, right? The SPY is at 600, right? SPY is at 600, right? For the stock to move $8, let's say $9, that's like 1.2%. Right? Y'all see what I'm saying? So it's not far fetched, but I think that once we get around that area, that all time high area, we're gonna start seeing a reversal, and we're gonna start seeing the opposite direction come into play. right? So so yeah, a week or next week we can hit that. Yeah. And I'm telling y'all, if the SPY comes down from 611 to the bottom of that last gap, which would be 528, that would be about that would be about let me do the math real quick. 611 minus 528, that would be $83, right? 83 divided by 611, that would only be a 13% drop, okay? So that would not be bear market. You see what I'm saying? That would not be a bear market. So the SPY can realistically come down $83 and the market will not be in a bear market territory yet. Right? It's important to understand these things. So it's like SPY had to come all the way up. So it can come down, but it's not going to come down 20%. And if it does, it'll probably be real short term. Right? It'll be real short term. That is what I think is going to happen. Right? That's what I think is going to happen. It can happen fast or it can happen slow. Right? Yep. Yep, SB. It's 20% for a stock to be in the bear market. So the stock has to drop by 20% or more for it to be in the bear market. So if it goes from all-time highs, right? So if it goes from all-time highs down to 5, yep, the bottom of that gap is 528, that will have been 13% drop. 13% drop. And that 13% drop will be us coming all the way down to that bottom of that gap and filling all those gaps. And then I'm pretty sure coming to the downside, there's going to be gaps going to the upside. So the stock will gap down, right? And then it'll bounce at that bottom of that gap or a little lower, and then we go to the upside. All right. So what level do you think it'll confirm that's going to go fill that gap? I mean, the closer it gets to it, the more likely it'll be confirming that. But I mean, once we start coming down and we start seeing a solid direction, and I think that's going to be the confirmation. Like, if we could come below like 580, then I definitely think that we're going to come and fill that gap. But then the other one down to 534, it's not a big gap. It's like a $6 gap. But if we come below the 200 EMA and then we break below, like, if we come under 540, we definitely fill in that gap. So yeah. But yeah. But everybody tapped in, man. Where are y'all tuning in from? Let me know where y'all tuning in from. What city y'all live in? Right? What city y'all live in? I want to know where y'all at. Right? I'm trying to see where people that be tapping in be watching from. All right, like what cities? Because one day I am gonna want to come and pull up on you guys. You know what I'm saying, and do a in-person event. So I want to know where y'all tuning in from. Right? Drop your cities. What city you in? Toronto. I've been in Toronto before. I went there and it was super cold. It was the winter time, so I didn't get a real chance. But yeah, was that my only time? No, I've been to Canada like two times. But yeah, nothing crazy. Right? But yeah. Oh, Tony from Toronto too. We got 2 people from Toronto. So Canada fucking with me. So y'all in Toronto? I know Black Rose is from Toronto as well. So that's or Canada. I don't know if you're in Toronto, and Adam is in Canada too. So that's four people that I know that's in Canada, which is solid. All right, that's what's up. Charlie said Medellin. Yeah, me too. Charlie in the room right here watching. She in the room right now watching. We've been in Colombia going on 4 months now. So yeah, we out here in Colombia. Yeah, so we got three people in Canada. Adam is in Alberta. Joe, Oakland. Yeah, Joe, I'm from Sacramento, so I'm super familiar with Oakland for sure, for sure. Oakland always been the Oakland always been the hood. For real. Where else y'all from? Where else y'all tuning in from? So yeah, if I once this channel grows, or if you in Canada, right, and you know people that are out there, share this channel with them, right? Share this channel with them because over time, if it's enough people, I'll come out to Toronto. You know what I'm saying? I'll come out to Toronto for sure. That boy Johnny H Town. Okay. One of my homeboys just moved out to Houston. And I know a lot of people in Houston. So I rock with Houston a lot. I like Houston. For sure, for sure. Houston is a vibe. I like Texas in general, right? I like Texas and I like Dallas. But I rock with Houston for sure. Houston is definitely a vibe for sure. So that's what's up. Canada, Houston. I know it's a lot more. We got Oakland. I know it's a lot more, obviously, but I know Gerald. I know he in Tennessee. I know Gerald in Tennessee. I remember that one. Who else up in here? I know Best Beasy. He's in Pennsylvania. I forget where William is at. I don't know where Jeffrey is at. I don't know where DB is at. Kent, I don't remember where you at. Q, I think Q said he in Ohio. So yeah, I don't know where you at, Ron. Brandon, I don't know where you at if you still in here. Angel, I don't know where you at. Andres, I know he in Long Beach. I used to live in Long Beach. So yeah. QTZ, she in Hinesville, GA. Yo, how far is Hinesville from Atlanta? I used to live in Georgia for an extended period of time, 5 years? But I don't know how far Hinesville is from Atlanta. William, oh, you in Long Island. Okay. What's up, JT? JT, what city are you in? What city are you in? Kent is in Flint. Okay. So Michigan. So Midwest, New York. So really that upper east region, we got Canada, we got New York, we got the Midwest, we got Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay, you by Savannah. Okay. Yo, Q Tisha, you gonna be famous in where you live at. Cause I know people out there in Savannah, I know they ain't hip to you know, making big money in the stock market like that. So you gonna be famous out there. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be doing God's work out there for sure. So shout out to you, QTZ. You gonna be paving the way. I already know you gonna be paving the way. DC, okay. Yeah, I mess with DC. They be wild out there sometimes though. But yeah, man, I just want to do a market mindset hour, just, you know what I'm saying, chop it up about the market, you know what I'm saying, see where it's going. I see a lot of bearish setups, honestly. I see a lot of stocks that are going to be coming down. So we just gotta let it. We just gotta let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Jeff is in Toronto as well. So we got a whole Toronto crew. Hey Jeff, be sure to join the Discord. All right. Um, Jeff join the Discord. Who else? Drees join the Discord too. Right? Because at some point in time, I'm gonna make my way out there, and we're gonna do a little meetup. All right. We're gonna do a little meetup. He said, I'm consistently making 10 to 20% a trade each day. Quick in and outs. Respect, keep it up. Hey, that's what's up, Tony. That is what's up. I like hearing that, man. Seriously. That's what it's about. You ain't got to be in these trades all day, right? 10% a day, that builds wealth. You know what I'm saying? That builds wealth. So that's beautiful to hear. Yeah, Q Tisha, you on your way. You on your way. I see it clearly. I see it clearly. I see what's going on over there. You keep doing your thing. All right. But yeah, y'all. Always remember too, man. Listen, be on your time. All right. I have a lot of videos that are in my head that I want to bring out. Right. I want to make a lot more videos that's not just about stocks. Right. I have a lot of videos that could change your perspective on a lot of different things. So, so yeah, just stay tapped in with me, right? I'm not just a stock person. I could help you, see the world differently, and I could help you shift your perspective, and it can help you break through in whatever aspect of your life as well. So, so yeah, I appreciate everybody tapping in. I appreciate everybody tuning in. But yeah, man, we got 2 more days for the week. Be sure to join the Discord if you want to trade with us. Book a call, and yeah, y'all. I just wanted to tap in today. Shout out to 100,000 views. I appreciate everybody who do be watching and tapping in, man. And yeah, we're gonna keep this train going. This is just the beginning. If you know somebody, be sure to share these videos with them. All right, be sure to share this channel with them. Every single day I'm coming to you. I'm showing up, sometimes 2 times a day, just to help you guys grow and decode this matrix that we call the stock market. All right. So I appreciate everybody's time. Like I always say, make sure you get out of your head and go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. I appreciate that, Gerald. What's up, Sunshine? Hey, we about to get out of here. All right. Be sure to check the replay. Okay. Check the replay. But I appreciate everybody tapping in, tuning in. And yeah, if you're not, join the Discord. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and we gonna get to the market, and we gonna make it happen again. All right. I'm gonna holler at everybody. Peace.